for any reason, how drastic a switch will it be?
I don't think it's too drastic. You'll have your stock plays that are going to be up each week, and as a coordinator, when you build a game plan, you have to be mindful of who the guys are that potentially could play. So when you build a plan, that it has to be, that the inventory has to be enough that if you have to, over the course of the game, start to highlight different areas of that inventory, then you're able to do it. I think you're short-sighted as a coordinator if you have a varied skill set between a starter and a backup at any position, and you don't have plays available to take advantage of their strengths.
We can only judge by the ones practices we're able to watch. It appears McCown is able to get the ball down the field better, to make more plays. Is that accurate in your mind, and what would be the reason for that?
Yeah, I mean, Josh has made some good plays down the field. He's had guys that have been getting open down the field for him. I mean, it's certainly a function of who you're out there with, and what plays are getting called. Some plays are designed for it to go down the field, but if the coverage takes it away, I mean, that's a big part of an NFL offense is gathering pre-snap information. What are they in defensively, and kind of already knowing where the ball's likely to go if pre-snap happens, or if post-snap happens, what you think you're getting pre-snap. So I think Josh is a pretty good deep ball thrower, but I think all of our guys in the right circumstances can get the ball down the field accurately.
Of all the rookies, who are you particularly excited to see in pads?
To see in pads, that's a tough question. Like asking me which one of my kids is my favorite.
You don't have one?
No, I'm not going there. No, I think you want to see them all at pads, and I hate to not answer the question, but this, as I've said before, this isn't real football, and you kind of have you're mindful of. It'll be a little bit different when we have the pads on, but I think just in general we're very optimistic about this rookie class. I think they've come in, they've either met or exceeded our expectations to date, but it's still just very early in their progression, and we are just in shorts. And I think some of the guys, their games, especially the linemen, the defense, some of the defensive guys, that playing in shorts doesn't necessarily translate well for them. So we are very much looking forward to training camp and having it be much more realistic.
Have you seen a big lead in Johnny this year, just in terms of all the things it takes to be a pro quarterback, in terms of just going through his progressions and spitting out the plays and knowing or calling the protections and all that kind of stuff?
Well, the thing that's encouraging is the answer is yes, and it's also that's what's being required of them. And that room is between Flip's background as a quarterback coach and between Kevin's his attention to detail. They're very demanding, and those guys are asked to do a lot, and they've responded.
Are these plays easier to call, Mike, than last year's when they were like 17 or 18 words, we were told?
Well, we still have some of those. What we like to do is you teach the original play with the wordiness, and then you get to the point where you switch into your no huddle mode, and now you can call all those plays essentially with just a handful of words. So when all the plays get installed, it might have double-digit words to it, but then off to the side in red on the playbook page will be a single word. This is the code word for this play when we do eventually get to the point where we want to shorten it. So we want to teach it early, the whole thing early, knowing that we'll be able to condense it down the road.
Two more.
Mike, how is Charles Gaines coming along?
Typical rookie corner. I love his attitude, his confidence, that he's not afraid to step right in there. He doesn't care who he's going against, and I think that's the mentality that you have to have. But he's got some things from a technical standpoint that he's got to work on. No different than most rookies coming in. But we're encouraged so far with what we've seen from him.
Mike, right now, Manziel is two obviously out here. Is he closer to number one or closer to number three?
We're 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not 1 minus 2 plus. Well, to me, it's we're still just building it here, and to me, those decisions will be much easier to make and be worth giving an opinion on when we get to training camp.